So I am so excited you guys are joining Laura's team and Jess's team with us tonight. There's some faces on here. Kelly, I don't know you. Hello, I'm Katie.
Hi.
I know everyone else on the call. But I'm really excited for this team call because Kristen, who's the lovely lady with the beautiful ombre hair, is hosting the call tonight. But not only is she hosting it, this is actually the first time she's been on a call, I think, ever, since she's become a coach. And there's a reason for it, because she was in school getting her master's degree in taxation, which I know that sounds great, exciting. Well, she just graduated officially on Friday, so she now has a master's degree in that. So as you can tell, she's an accountant. So when I mentioned about spreadsheets and resources, that's why she's like the guru for it, because that's what accountants do, unlike me, who doesn't even know how to make a spreadsheet. So about, 2 weeks ago, Kristen, she shared with me, she had created this workbook on Excel during our one-on-one call and reverse engineered her entire goal set for 2017, all of her financial goals, everything right down to challenge packs and bonuses. And it was really great. I thought it would be an awesome resource for all of you guys to use. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn it over to you, Kristen. You can get to sharing the screen. And then at the end, I like to keep these meetings for my team 30 minutes. No more, just so that we can honor our families and TV shows we like to watch. So if you have any questions, we'll have some time for that too. And of course, we can always talk about it afterwards if we need to. So Kristen, it's all yours, girl.
Hi guys, Katie, thank you for the introduction. My name is Kristen Warner. I have been on Katie's team, the Sparkle Squad, since April. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to be a business builder coach because of my obligation with school. I found that it does eat up quite a bit of time. So I'm really excited. I did just recently graduate, so I'm hoping to have more time for Beachbody. So what I did, I was talking a lot with my success partner, and we picked out what our goals for 2017 were going to be. You know, the normal, become Diamond by Summit. I want to be certified as a live instructor. And then we picked a monetary goal that we thought was really reasonable for a really focused year. And I was really excited. I got off the call and I sat there and I was like, how in the world am I going to get to this? Is this an even reasonable goal, or am I just totally pulling this out of thin air and it's not even reasonable? So being the CPA that I am, I busted open Excel and spent 2 hours blowing out this huge workbook that I'll go over in a second. But first I want to give you some quick things to keep in mind while we go over this. The first thing is, this is an extremely conservative workbook. This is most of my numbers. I'm lowballing everything because I don't have a basis. And so if I don't know, if I reach out to 10 people, I'm going to get 2 challenge packs or 5 challenge packs. I don't know what that ratio is because I really haven't had a chance to be consistent and grow this business. So this workbook currently is for someone just starting out. I'm also assuming this person does not have an upline. Clearly, we all have uplines. We have our amazing coaches, Katie and Laura and Jess and everybody helping us along the way. So our strong leg, our team volume is going to grow a lot faster than what this workbook shows. But I just wanted to give everyone a very basic idea of where to start, and then they can tweak this for themselves as they're looking at their individual situations. So I'm hoping everyone has a pretty basic idea of how we earn money, because I'm going to kind of be hitting on things, but I'm not going to really go in depth on some of those. So if you have questions, I would reach out to your coaches after listening to this if some of it doesn't make sense, and hopefully they can explain it a little bit better. And I am a CPA by trade, so this is what I do on a daily basis. So if I'm not explaining something clearly enough, please let me know, because sometimes I like to throw in jargon and I don't realize that I'm doing that. And I'm also very sorry if this is boring and dry. I try very hard to make Excel and accounting fun, but that's the whole reason why I decided to get into Beachbody, because it's something that I'm passionate about and I truly enjoy, unlike sitting behind a desk and doing Excel sheets all day. So the first thing I decided to do when I picked, oh wait, I need to share this screen first. Let me see if I can remember how to do that. Share screen, there we go. Okay, so the first thing I decided I was gonna do when I needed to kind of reverse engineer these goals is I took my number and I divided it by 12 months and then divided it by 4 weeks to come up with what my weekly income would have to be. So I just picked $10,000 here for a really easy goal. Divide it by 12, divided it by 4, and then I have a weekly income. If you have cycle bonuses or commissions, you can back those out as well. Hold on. Okay, so this is not right. Here we go. Okay, so by doing that, and then dividing it by a challenge pack commission of $40, which is what you would get for like an average of selling challenge packs, you would have to sell 5 challenge packs a week. And when you look at that, 5 challenge packs a week for someone starting out when they don't have a network, that's probably not that reasonable. And then when you think about it more, as you're growing your business and your network, hopefully these numbers are increasing every week. So this calculation wasn't that realistic, but I left it in here in case anyone wanted to quickly run some numbers. This is the kind of a good place to start. So, and then I decided I needed to break it out by month. So I went to this January tab. And I thought selling 2 challenge packs a week is pretty reasonable. It could be done for someone that's working really hard. So $80 with no team cycle bonuses and no commissions, making $80 a week is pretty doable by selling 2 challenge packs a week. So this section over here, under this projection, this is where I'm projecting what my income is going to be. The only things that you need to change in this workbook is anything that is highlighted. Everything else will automatically calculate. So the reason why this weekly income projection is blue, because I'm going to kind of back into this number based on what my cycle bonuses and my commissions are. So I'm saying I'm going to make $80 a week. Let me delete this because this is for later. I have this actual income area is what I'm going to fill out once I'm actually making my income. But since I don't know what that income is yet because those weeks haven't started, I'm just going to look at this goal versus actual. And again, since I don't have anything in these numbers yet, this is telling me that for the month of January, my projection is to make $320 by selling 8 challenge packs a week. I'm sorry, 8 challenge packs for the month or 2 a week. So down here, I just entered my goals really fast. If I sell 8 challenge packs, I'm gonna make Success Club, and then from those 8 new customers, I'm hoping to sign 2 of them up as coaches, 1 on my strong leg and 1 on my weak leg, and boom, in the first month of January, this brand new coach with no upline already makes Emerald. So out of those 8 new customers, we're hoping that 2 sign up as coaches and then 2 stay on as home direct. Again, this individual has no background to refer to. Maybe they have 3 stay on it as home direct or 3 sign up as coaches. As people go through their year and kind of have an idea, they can tweak these, but this is just a general idea of what's going on. So we take those over here at the bottom. Now we're in the month of February. Under this note section here, we have those 2 home direct customers and then 1 coach on each strong leg. And I put what their value, the team values are, just so we have an idea of how to track the cycle bonuses. So when you go back up here to the projection, I'm backing into that $95. So the first thing I want to see is, am I going to have any cycle bonuses based on my 2 coaches? Probably not, because I'm going to have 90 of team volume coming from each leg. Clearly, for us, as we're doing these calculations, we can go back and see what those volumes are for our teams and for ourselves, so we would have a better idea. But for someone brand new, this is, with no upline, this is what it would be. So we have no cycle bonus, and then your weekly commissions that you're getting from those 2 home direct customers, it's about $33 for a bag of Shaco for commission, and you're going to multiply that by the 2 customers and then divide it by the 4 weeks. So on a weekly basis, you're going to get about $17 from that. So backing in to the 95, I take the 80 plus the 16. I just put 95 because I'm an accountant and I like round numbers. So down here, it's going to calculate and it's going to tell me, yes, I'm going to need to sell the 2 challenge packs a month, which is what I want to do. I want to sell 2 challenge packs. I'm sorry, 2 challenge packs a week. So for the end of February, I'm hoping to make about $380. I am selling 2 challenge packs a week. I kind of have the same goals. I'm selling 2 challenge packs a week for a total of 8. I'm making Success Club. I'm going to sign up 2 more coaches, 1 in each leg, and I'm maintaining my Emerald. So now I'm going to take these goals and I'm going to roll them over to March. So now I have 4 customers on Home Direct, 2 coaches on each leg with a team volume of 180. So cycle bonuses are earned if you have 200 team volume on your strong leg for every 100 on your weak leg. So I still don't have $200 of team volume on my strong leg, so I'm still not going to make any sort of cycle bonus. But I am getting commissions from my Home Direct. I'm taking those 4 customers, multiplying it by 33, and dividing it by the 4 weeks. So I'm backing into that $115. Again, to make sure I get the 2 challenge pack sales. Now let's say you want to be, you can be a little more aggressive and you want to actually maybe sell 3 challenge packs this month for whatever reason. Maybe it's a launch of a new program. So you can change that number and make it 155. And now you have to sell 3 challenge packs each week. So that's how you would kind of change that. This weekly income is going to try and back into whatever your goal is for that month. So I'm going to go back and change that to what I had initially. But same goals. I'm selling 2 challenge packs for a total of 8 for the month. I'm going to make Success Club. I'm signing up 2 more coaches. I'm maintaining Emeralds. Roll everything over to April. I now have 6 HD customers and 3 coaches on each leg, but now I have enough volume to get at least 1 cycle bonus. So my cycle bonus as an Emerald is $14. You multiply it by that 1 cycle and you divide it by 4 for the 4 weeks. Same thing with the commissions, same calculation, the 33 times the 6 divided by the 4 weeks. I know this is really boring. I'm trying to go fast over this. Hopefully you guys are kind of getting an idea of what's going on. And I backed into the 135. Now, this month in April, that coach, you're doing all the same things, but you want to help another coach build to Emerald on the strong leg. And now you make Ruby. So you take all of these goals and you roll them again over to May. And you can see over here, I have the 6 HD customers and then the 3 coaches. So the 6 coaches, 3 on each leg. And then you roll it over. Now I have 8 customers because I'm hoping to keep 2 from the prior month. And now I have 4 coaches on my strong, and I called them brand coaches. I didn't know what else to call them, but they're coaches that your coaches sponsor. So it could kind of be combined into the same thing because really all I'm looking at is that PV, that team volume number. And then I have 4 coaches on my weak leg. So knowing how much volume I have and how many Home Direct I have, that's going to help me get these cycle bonuses and these commission numbers. And then I'm just backing into my weekly income because I know I want to sell about 2 challenge packs per week because that's what I think is a reasonable number. So, but now that I'm Ruby, for my cycle bonus, Rubies get $16 per cycle. And since I'm at 500 team volume on my strong leg, that's 2 cycles. 200 is the first cycle and 400 is the second cycle. I'm not quite up to 600 in volume yet, so I can't hit the 3rd cycle. So you back into everything, you have all of your goals, and again, this month you're helping a coach on your weak leg build the Emerald, and hopefully by May you make Diamond. Same thing with June, you roll it over. The only thing that's different is June is now your cycle bonus. You're getting $18 a month for your cycle bonus because you're Diamond now. So every month your volume is growing for your cycle bonuses and hopefully your customers are growing. Now this can be, like I said, this is kind of a very basic goal or very simple calculation. If you keep rolling this forward by the end of December, doing the same thing, selling 2 a week, signing up 2 coaches a month, you're going to have 22 Home Direct customers. That actually might be quite a bit of customers. Hopefully you're making more of those turn into coaches. But at the end of the day, you're going to have 11 coaches on your strong, 11 coaches on your weak, and hopefully your other teams are growing. So you have 9 grand coaches and 8 grand coaches. So what does all of this mean? So if you take it all the way back to the beginning of this workbook, I had a summary sheet. It's this yearly comparison. And if you compare it out, I don't know if you guys can see all of this. Clearly I changed some numbers in May. Hold on, let me go back to May. If you break it all out, when you go to the yearly comparison tab, nothing is in here in the actual income yet because we haven't dropped those numbers in. But when I look at the goal versus comparison, I can see that I can make about at least $9,000. And again, this is a very low estimate. If you have 22 coaches under you, you're more than likely going to be making a lot more money, but it's going to be coming from that strong leg, from that volume that's hopefully building from your coach, like your coaches and your other team putting individuals there. So that was a very quick overview. When in January, then when you actually sell, you would come in here, you would enter whatever your challenge pack sales are. Say you ended up having $100 in commissions, you sold a couple challenge packs, and then the last week because you were ahead, you slacked a little bit. Well, now you can see in your goal versus actual comparison, it tells you in week 1 you were up $20, and then in week 4 you slacked by $20, so you broke even for the month. And then in February, I'm just making numbers up here. If you got really aggressive and sold a couple extra ones. Oh, and then we have some commissions here. You can see down here in your comparison that you're adding an extra $89 to your push goal. That's what this means. If you didn't sell as much, then this is going to be a negative number, which means in the next month, you're going to have to try and make that number up. And then when you look at the comparison tab, it's just going to summarize it all for you. It's going to tell you how many challenge pack sales you had each month, what your commissions were, when your cycle starts hitting, your cycle bonuses, what those were. And then down here, the goal versus actual, it'll calculate it out and it'll tell you if you're up or if you're short each month. So I'm seeing Jess shake her head like she doesn't understand.
Well, why don't you, Kristen, share with them how you're gonna, I know that you're gonna upload this resource for everyone to use. Explain to them which color codes they want to input in the basics.
Okay.
So when you're looking at this at first, you're like, that's a lot of numbers. This is crazy. Like for me, I'm not a math person, so I'm like,
it is a lot of numbers. So when you're in January, when you're doing your projection for 2017, the only thing I would work on right now is this little projection area. This enter a number in the blue, and then I would go back and look at what your history is, or maybe what your December 2016 cycle bonus was, and then your commissions were. And you can average it out and put the average in here, or you can put the full amount and divide it by the 4 weeks, because this is a weekly total. And then when you're entering all of that, that's going to give you, you don't have anything else in here. When you go through and enter all of your projections and you don't have anything else in here, when you come to this summary tab, this total right here is going to be what you're projecting yourself to make for the year. And again, this is a very conservative calculation. I think if you're selling 2 challenge packs a week, 2 challenge packs a week, and you're signing up 2 coaches a month, and you're retaining someone home direct, you are going to make way more than the $9,000 that I have projected here. But I just wanted to give everyone a very basic idea, and then kind of throw in their own situation. So if we're looking at June, your PV for your strong leg is probably going to be a heck of a lot more, because you have other coaches signing up underneath you on your strong leg. So that's going to give you more cycle bonuses. If you have, and then there's strategy to go into this too. If you have a lot of PV already on your strong leg, you might not want to be signing up 2 coaches, one on your weak leg and one on your strong leg every month. You might want to do that till you make diamond, and then you might want to be signing more up on your weak leg to get your weak leg volume up, so you're utilizing your cycle bonuses. There's a lot of different strategy that can go into this, but this is a very basic workbook that can do quite a bit to figure out how to back into that number that you hope on making. So I did mine. And I'm really close to what my goal was. The goal that I set, and once I reverse engineered it, it was a very reasonable goal. So I was really excited. That's when I came to Katie and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. This is awesome. So I was pretty pumped after I set a goal, and then I was able to back into how to get there. So the first step I would do would be to go through, enter in all your projection numbers for the year, see if when you fill out all of these tabs, January through December, and you go to this yearly comparison tab, if this last column totals close to what you're looking to make. If it does, then then you know that you've kind of reverse engineered your goal. If not, if you're way ahead, then maybe you need to adjust your goal to make it a higher number, or if maybe you need to adjust it and sell more challenge packs every month. Maybe two a week isn't enough. Maybe you need to do 3 a week, or maybe you think 2's too much and you only want to sell 1 a week, so then adjust it. But so that's the workbook. Just, do people have questions? Because I know I went over it really fast, and I don't care if after I post this to all the team pages so everyone has access to this. If someone wants to call me, I would be more than happy to do like a private Zoom call with them to help walk them through it if my very quick explanation didn't.
I'll say something. I've been a coach for almost 4 years now, and I have never had somebody explain it to me the way that you just explained it. Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm a -2 when it comes to numbers.
Okay.
I want to be like, I'm not detailed, so I have to surround myself with people like you. That, like, you are a brain. This is awesome. This is so awesome. Like, I'm going to have to watch this probably 3 or 4 more times, because this is what I need in my life. I need to know what I need to do, and I need somebody to tell me what I need to do. And this is what that does. I have Teamzy that tells me who I need to talk to every day. I need somebody to tell me what it is that I need to do every week. And that's what this is. This is incredible. Like, I'm sitting here yelling at my team because I'm like, you guys, they thought it was at 9 when I had told them that it was at 8:30, because our team calls at 9. So they're all like messaging me right now.
I'll upload the recording right away so they can like have it in real.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I was like, they're all asking, is it recorded? I'm like, you need to be on this call because you've never heard any of this stuff from me. So you are missing out. But this is incredible. I cannot, like, it's crazy how much you know about this. I just am so honored that you're on Katie's team, that you can be able to share this with us anytime we need you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that makes me feel really good. And I have to say, like, I haven't had very many sales. I'm not Emerald. I'm not making any team cycle bonuses. So this was me like sitting down and really trying to figure out how this is all going to work. But that's my craft. That's my trade. That's what I'm good at. So it took me about 2 hours, and then a lot of tweaking between the time Katie told me I was going to do this call. So yeah, again, if anyone has questions because I need to get my hands on something and touch it and work with it before I have questions. So if you guys have questions afterwards, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or call me. I will be more than happy to do a private Zoom call or FaceTime with anyone to help walk them through this if they need additional information, because this is what I do. So to me, this isn't complicated, but it's also very boring. So.
Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for sharing. I just think that you did an awesome job, first of all, but it just comes to show that, like, guys, we have an awesome team, that we all have these different gifts that, like, Jess, I'm with you. I'm like a -20 with numbers, but it's okay because we all balance each other out. So it's important that we're all sharing these talents with each other and kind of helping when we have problems find a solution. So I'm so happy, Kristen, you shared this with us, because I know that we all have big goals for 2017, and I know we're all going to hit them, and this is going to help us. So I'm really, really thankful for that. Any last thoughts before I end the recording and upload it? No?
No, I just want to
Smiley
say thank you so
faces.
much. That was like amazing. Like so helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're pretty awesome. Katie knows how to pick them.
Yeah, I got a good crop on here. Proud of you. Well, I will upload this. Any other questions? Let Kristen know. And hopefully this helps all you guys, but I'm thankful that you were on here, and I hope you have a good night. And if you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call, do it, because there's good information in there.
Katie, one quick question. Do you
Yes.
want me to add this as like a file in each of the team pages, or because I feel
Just
like
upload it and make sure they know to make a copy of it, so that way then they're having their own workbook to put their own individual numbers on, so they're not like overwriting yours or somebody else's or something like that.
Okay.
That'd be the easiest way, guys, right? Laura, Jess, that's what you would say. Just a file would be fine in your team pages. Would that be most helpful?
Perfect.
Yeah, if you made it as a view only, then you'd have to make a copy of it to use it, I think, right? I think.
Yeah, I don't know, because I always overwrite my own stuff. So, but I know Kristen knows all about that. She's a Google whiz, so just share detailed instructions, and then everyone can use it from there, okay?
I will get that up tonight as well.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for being here. I hope you have a good night. Bye.
Bye.